All right, hello. Welcome to Real Stocks. Just waking up here, guys. Man, can't believe Tesla. Pretty great movement there in Tesla. Good morning, Paul. Looking at earnings today, looking at a few key names. Actually, I'm trying to find who has earnings today. So we have URA, which is an interesting. Got August 8th before market, CVS. See what's moving here. Oh, CVS moving up. So let's do this. Let's link this with the cool green. And CVS at 67 and change, so gapping up a little bit here, but not quite not prime time. SO down, removing itself from prime time. TRI, FWONA, MGA down to 54. That's no good. No good for that guy. MYL, Mylan Pharmaceuticals, down to 36. Ooh, that's not bueno. WB, Weibo. I was liking Weibo here. Have a trend line. Prior leader, prior winner in the markets. See what it is, doing up to 88. We're going to close at 83 yesterday, so a little bit of a gap. About 7%. See if we can see how heavy the volume is here. It doesn't look like it's very heavy at all. Just a little uptrend though there. So that's good. Hey, what's up, Bo? This isn't crypto, Bo. We don't buy high, sell low. That's a crypto thing. Auto Home. They said you had earnings today, Auto Home. What about 8-7 aftermarket? Those are the ones before market. Those are the ones that are reporting in the next half an hour. Disney. All over the place. Back to 115. So potential there. Yeah, Paul's on top of it. He must be living on the East Coast. PXD. Ooh, gap down, 182. Nothing too bad, though. Let's actually look at this earnings a little more. 141, 166, 121, 48. Too sleepy to own anything. Houston, huh? I guess this isn't a bad time then. I don't mind this overall pattern. A really big consolidation, but it's going to take a while for it to get back up to the highs. So 141 versus last quarter, it was 21. That's quite a big earnings jump from year over year. Was there a reverse stock split or something? That's a pretty big earnings jump for Pioneer Natural Resources. Well, I guess this whole year since the oil prices rebounded. Not super shabby there in PXD. And then we've got CLR announced. Nice. Or did it? Looks like it didn't do a whole heck of a lot. It's sitting here flat. I've got CLR pretty much flat here on the weekly. I do like that. All right, Bo, let's check out CPB. Been in a bull run here since late 2012, early 2013, and all the way back down. Tons of volume down here. And then a big round trip all the way back through. Let's go to the daily. Big island bottom. Man, that'd have been a nice bottom. Oh, I guess not quite an island bottom, but it did fill this entire gap. So not much to do here from a trading perspective. PAA not doing a whole lot on earnings. Snap, very active but ending up lower, which makes sense. HST, FBR. Good morning, Christian. How do I use volume as your entry and exit strategy along with price? Okay, so let's talk about a breakout. Okay, volume is really important when it comes to breakouts and even tops. I can probably use now as a good example. So this was a recent trade that I was looking at. Hello, Sratra. So a recent trade I was looking at. This is now looking at in a double bottom pattern. So you have a little W right here. This is called a double bottom, or these two lows. Now this isn't quite 100% a double bottom. Technically, the right low should go undercut the left low, but I was giving it the benefit of the doubt. There's quite a bit of volume that came down in here, as you can see. Now, if you notice, this is when earnings came out. You see this little icon with the price down here. This is the earnings that they announced. So 49 cents here recently, 56 cents here, 35 cents here. So you can see a appreciation from 35 to 56 cents. And then so here you have a large volume. You know, the largest volume over here, except for this nice green candle. But still really big volume, right? Relatively large volume. With the failure to go down, you look at the previous candle, had a big breadth from the high to the low, and the volume wasn't as high as this one. And so you would expect this volume, this price bar to be, you know, this big if it were to have the same reaction to the volume as this bar. Well, it didn't. And it was on earnings. Okay, so institutions tend to take positions on earnings. And what you see is a failure for price to go lower, much lower than the previous day's low. So that tells you there's a little bit of bottoming action here. And then the next day, you see a big upthrust on relatively slightly lower volume with a bigger reaction to the upside. And so you can see the natural tendency for the stock not to go lower and then for the stock to go higher. Okay, so that's a pretty good reaction. Now, I didn't take any entries there. Wasn't looking at now until one of these. I forget exactly the day I got in, here or here. One of these 3 days I got in, I don't quite remember. But, you know, seeing this reaction here, you can ascertain that, okay, looks like we're done going lower and we're reversing here on good volume. And volume is indicative of how many shares are traded per day. If you have a lot of shares traded per day, odds are it's not you and me trading that. I can't afford to buy 3.8 million shares of $185 stock. So let's do that math real quick, because this is what got me actually interested in the stock market. 185 times, what was it, 3.8? $703 million was traded this day. So who can buy $703 million of something? Institutions. Pension funds, mutual funds, hedge funds, funds. And these are the guys that actually eat up these bottoms and create the bottoms and also create the tops. So let's kind of look over here recently at a top. And now, you know, this is actually kind of curling back up. So this isn't a great example. Nothing's really topped here. It's just kind of a pullback. But you can see the opposite happening here. You see a flat top area. See these prices line up. And here we have a bit of a bottoming situation with this prior low. failing to undercut there on the higher volume. Here we have a failure to go higher on higher volume. Now, yes, it did come from all the way down here, but the whole point remains that it fails to go higher, and then you have a couple of days of lower price action on higher volume, and that's the failure for this price to go higher on this volume here. Now, subsequently, the high volume selling has stopped, and you notice there's a trend line that I drew here at the bottom, and we've started curling upward in lower volume. So it's kind of a little bit of a example there. I hope that helps you out a little bit. So like I said, just a little example, nothing crazy going on there. All right, so let's keep going with stocks that had earnings. And I'm trying to find, I still have yet to find a good way to scan for pre-market movers. I wonder if I can just do a pre-market movers. All right, so there's StockWatch looks like they have some. Or they say they have some. Okay. So we got a bill up quite significantly, up to $4. That's quite a pop. Quite a pop there. 445. So looking to a gap up from up here. This is a very small. Looks like a very small market cap stock. I don't know if I can get it. The volume is pretty low, but you see one big pop already, and then now a second pop. This could keep going throughout the rest of the day. Not really my trading style though. I'm not really playing this for a day trade. There's not a big base there. It pulled back from $14 down to $3. Not really something I'm interested in. So I'm just trying to find movers right now that fit my style, which are larger cap companies with explosive earnings and things like that. So this gapping up to 45. Applied Optoelectric, whatever the heck that means. 3D Systems gapping up 16%. That could be interesting. So this is up to 45. So up here, respecting the 50-day moving average, that's good. Here's the cup with a failed pattern. So probably still not buyable till over 50 though in AAOI. 64 cents on earnings. See if that looks pretty good. $1.54 last year, so not really great. It was up here towards $100. Looks like $93 before it gapped down on earnings. Let's check out the next one. Match, MTCH, whatever that is. This is nice. I do like this. So this is a daily chart. You see it was low, started accelerating. Now we have a very big base here with a very nice declining channel. Kind of a symmetrical triangle formation, gapping up to 45. 45.74, 45.60. Right there. Looks like we have 41 cents here. Last year was at 16 cents. My goodness, let's check this one out. '93 composite rating. So they provide data products in 42 languages with a portfolio of brands across more than 190 countries. I don't know what that means. 156% EPS change last quarter. That's very good growth. 106 EPS change for current year. 36% sales growth. That's okay. 39% ROE is really good. Little high on debt. Man, lots of 8 quarters of increasing fund ownership in this one. That is nice. Oh, this is Tinder's parent. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Yep, Jazz reported as well. What's Jazz doing? Ooh, tanked. All right, let's keep it on match for a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. Top shale producers are reporting as well. Checking out the news over here. Continental Resources. We looked at CLR. They really weren't doing a whole bunch. Could get going though, despite of that. Have I traded Facebook or Tesla for any scalp trading? Actually, yeah, I've had quite a success in Tesla. I haven't traded Facebook much, but yeah, Tesla. Actually, my wife's Roth IRA, I had her buy Tesla down here at 250 once we broke below this trend line. So that was kind of the most recent. It wasn't a scalp trade though. It's a long position. I'm not a big fan of scalping personally. I like to trade options and get big moves and big percentages. What's up, Jay Morris? So very interested in this match setup though. This is a very big setup, down about 30%. Beautiful base. So I'm going to put this on my watch list and just keep moving on. I've got CLR up there already. CyberArk. I think I have CYBR on my watch list. Here's another one gapping up to $67. Notice I'm looking at stocks that are sitting here towards highs and not near lows. This is why I'm not very active in the crypto space, because everything's low, super low right now. What's up, Ted? And our Pete. Good morning, guys. Yeah, so CYBR up at 67. Okay, right here. Not too bad. Pretty closer to $70. This is a double bottom base. Your buy here is at $70 on CYBR. I don't mind that one either. That's very difficult, Christian, because there is quite a bit of there are quite a few stocks. You do try to narrow it down, and I have down here is my current kind of short list, if you will, the ones that I really want to keep an eye on, and then this is my bulk watch list. You typically have 3 lists. I only have 2 though. You have a long-term watch list, which is your universe of stocks, and then you have your recent market movers, which is like your galaxy which is like your galaxy, like a more more well-defined list. Then you have your solar system of ones you're actively watching to trade or have positions in. That's a pretty good way to manage things, because there is quite a bit of breadth and breadth to stocks, and it can be very difficult because I don't know exactly how many I have in here, but it's probably around 100 that I look at right now. I know a lot of guys that follow like 400 stocks, but I'm not as active in stocks like every day like a lot of people are. But these days I find myself being more and more active because I've started messing up a couple of trades and need to get my discipline back a little bit. But CYBR looking pretty good here. Okay, so 90 relative strength, 96 composite rating. Very good fundamentals on this one. Just gorgeous. 3 EPS growth rate's a little slow. Sales is pretty good. Stock rises, earnings blow past estimates, revenue beats. So that's pretty good there. So here's one of those double bottom bases. It's not quite exact though, because this high isn't higher than this, so technically it's not a double bottom. Excuse me. But yeah, CYBR, that's pretty cool right there. All right, let's keep it going. Only got a half hour before the market's here, so. What's up, Gomri? Where was I? Finviz? Nope, I was over here. Okay. Sorry, I'm managing some new tools. Oh, DDD systems up to 16. Okay. So I've been looking at DDD for a long time. Looks like I should have just held it. This used to be a big market winner. It's come down so far, gapping up into highs. But this thing has been choppy at best. Here's another one where it gapped into highs and it failed there. So this would have to be a low risk trade for me. Is it profitable? It's profitable 6 cents from 8 cents. So 16.2. Very nice bull flag here though in the aftermarket session. Look at that. I'm starting to break out from that bull flag. So this thing may get going here. I do have DDD on my list over there. HDP gapping up to 19. Oh, this is interesting. I like this a lot. Negative 12 cents. There's never enough time in the day to do this properly. 35 composite rating. All right, I'll pass on that. Just going to breeze through a few here. I do want to get to some possible trades. Wow. Gapping up to 14 right there. No real base to speak of. Kind of like a frozen rope type of a pattern. Very aggressive. You can see right there, just really tight trading range, and then a great earnings report taking it up to 14. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know exactly. No, it's not a low float stock at all. ENDP, OXBR, Boot, TLRA. I don't know why that's moving. Okay, added a couple good ones to the watch list here. There's a few that I was interested in for potential trades. What was that last one? Started with a T. And why does it end up putting this crap up here at the top? Crap. CYBR. That's one I was looking at. All right, I have to make some freaking notes here. 7 minutes to the open. Yeah, absolutely, Christian. Absolutely. Okay, 7 minutes to the open. It's gonna get going fast. It may go quiet for a little while, but if you guys stay with me, then we'll get through this together. Palo Alto Networks, no earnings, but it was number 1 in the industry group for CYBR, so I was checking it out. Yeah, not quite so great there. $25.85. How'd I miss Boot? Boot not looking too bad. Let me go check them out on my dealie over here. Boot Barn Holdings, 94 composite rating. Oh my goodness, that's 700% EPS change last quarter, 272% EPS last couple of quarters. Ooh, sales is 5%. Why is that? Oh, that's a cup with handle, guys. How did I just miss that? I'm just breezing through too fast. Analysts expect 12 cents. They got 24. They're going to like that. 25.85 right here. No, I don't, Lucas. Revenue jumped to 15 million. And this may be one of the ones I'm looking at here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's check out Boot. All right, so potential trade for Boot. Beautiful cup with handle. Here's your buy point here at 25.49. We'll see how this reacts in the open. Not a ton of volume, pretty thin there, but did have a pretty big volume bar right there, so that's good. A lot of volume here at the close. All right, so 25, that would put 30 as my 20% target right there. Not a great percentage gain. 27 is my break even. I don't have a lot of cash right now either. This is a beautiful second stage base too, guys. This is a very, very viable pattern right here. Maybe right at the open here, depending on how it acts in the first little bit. But you know, it's actually gonna, for what I'm doing, it's not gonna work out very well. I'll tell you that right now. Shoot, I like that. Giving up to 25 is not good. So down here, but yeah, for buying raw stock, guys, this looks like it's one that is potentially good to buy within this first half hour of the market open. We'll keep this up here. Very good earnings. NDP, go. I also did like this match. I bet you that's going to be your target here is going to be about 60, 58. Oh, that actually looks really good. That actually looks really good. Okay, so what's match doing here in the next 2 minutes? In which case, let me get into my... They're not even gonna let me fucking trade for the... I hate this broker. They're not gonna let me trade for the first little bit here. Okay, interesting. Really kind of trying to sell off there before the open. I don't have a lot of cash, though. I'm not too bad. I have to buy out of the money on match. Is it 45? Are these current option prices? That would be really nice if it is. Got 19 to play with. What's up, Eli? Check out this match. This is Tinder. This looks really, really good here. Beautiful. These are both matched. This is the gap up for earnings last night, and then this is the daily. I think I added match here. Yeah, I did. That's pretty much all I'm looking at. They're Tinder. Oh yeah, they're already full blown. Okay, 790, 650. I don't know if I'll be able to do much with this one, but let's watch it and check it out. I already have quite a few positions. I may have to let one of these go. Okay, so Let's go to the charts. We've got Tinder up here. Let's go to the top up here. DDD, Match, CYBR, ENDP, Boot. All these we found in the pre-hours here. Weibo, looking at yesterday. SSYS, Momo Plug, Generac, Huya up 1%. I want to see how these option prices react in real time, so I'm going to keep it on this screen. I'm actually recording this. I'm doing a study of how option prices react during the open. Unfortunately, I wish I could do this for about 10 options. I have to do kind of one a day. So you can see the price action over here, about 45 bucks, 44 bucks. You see that option just dropped $1. When it dropped below 45 bucks, it dropped a full buck. See, some douchebag already bought 20 bucks at 10.50. No, I haven't talked about it, but I did read it, Eli. I think it's a very interesting proposition that scares the crap out of me. I don't like that. There's Coors, Eli, 3.49%. Do they have earnings? They did have earnings. Shoot. Okay, so Coors. Let's check out Coors. Okay, so this is right back up to 1160. Look at how amazing that option is just pricing itself. Let's check out Coors here. Okay, gapped up a little bit. Really good earnings. It looks like they really beat the street. 97 estimate, 132 actual. That's pretty big. I don't mind Coors here. Where's my Coors trade? Eli, I need to work on this spreadsheet, dude. It's hard to find. We're not highlighting. I don't know why. Where's Coors? January 70. Need to see how volume reacts here. If it stays heavy or what's what. Okay, so let's click through some of these real quick. We got, so there's DDD 3D Systems. We talked about them breaking up into highs. Here's Match, whatever, MTCH. Boot. I like Boot. Boot's the one that we like, guys. Probably one of the ones I like the best right here is Boot. Yeah, I know. I'm not yelling at you to do it. No, I've had a couple things in my mind actually for it. I just haven't done anything yet. Okay, let's go back to Boot from an options perspective. And didn't really get what I wanted out of it. It was 26. So what was ours? Going to be $5. So 31. Yeah, that really removes all the fun out of it. Yeah, Boot's looking really good here, guys. I do like Boot. CYBR was one that I was liking. Let's see how it's behaving. Looks like it's pulling back a little bit. Selling into the earnings so far, not very good. Coors popping higher. I really like Coors. I'm getting in. I probably should get into Coors. Everything's freaking moving. Yeah, I need to do a lot more work in here. Get better with view. I'm gonna start doing that. Weibo SSYS. So where's Coors? And so that's from 70 to 84. Hasn't even quite broken out yet. I have a little bit of cash after my late buy yesterday. I had some leftovers. I had some change, if you will. So I've got a little bit. I don't know if I have enough to make this. Oh, yeah, I guess I do. I can buy a couple options in Coors if I need to. How's Boot doing? I almost just want to buy the Boot stock, man. Boot is, man, Go back and forth between Coors and Boot. This is what I get for finding them 5 minutes before the open. I don't have enough time to do enough analysis to really make a well-informed decision, which is a negative to doing this right before the market. But you get the benefit of the market open and showing you guys you don't have to rush into a trade. Okay, Fizz popping up. Okay, let's stick with Coors. Coors and Boot. Man, Boot's looking really nice, guys. You better get in before this thing. Actually, it's probably, yeah, it's already past technically a buy point. So if you're not in here really soon, you're probably not going to be able to get in. Even though it may launch up here higher to 29, technically, you should be out of this already. Yeah, Eli, I can't bring myself to do like 3 hours of stock. It's a lot. The problem is, there's just like I wouldn't have found Boot. I think Boot was, okay, it was aftermarket. But if there's a pre-market mover, I'm still screwed. But Boot is nice, man. Boot is really nice. This is a second stage base. This is very nice. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. DDD up 26% now. It's rocketing higher after that earnings. No really well-defined base to buy out of, though, even though it's going higher here. Kind of have to let that go a little bit. MTCH. All right, come on. I'm taking a Coors position. I'm going to let Boot go. I'm going to go with Coors. Look at it. It's coming right up to that trend line here. It wants to go. This looks very similar to TMUS the other day. And what's my target in Coors? 84. So we're looking at 77.50. Maybe a little reprieve from the buying here. All right. Volume staying pretty heavy there in Coors. Let's take Coors to the weekly. Sorry, guys, just trying to bide my time here and not jump any guns. Make sound decisions, which can take time. And you got to give it that time. It's a pretty big run there. All right, let's do it. Three at 70. looks like it dropped down a little bit there. Fuck you, limit orders required. Piece of garbage. All right, let's see if my order gets filled in cores. I had to place a limit order, which kind of pisses me off. All right, so let's get back to these movers. We got DDD still continuing going higher. This thing needs to form a base at some point. I really want to get involved in DDD, but no real base to buy off of. So here's the two bases here in boot. Two first stage base, second stage base. You're going to get 20 to 30% out of that probably. We got match selling off a little bit. Guys, trade at your own risk, okay? I trade at my own risk. Trade at your own risk, damn it. Yeah, Ethereum looks extraordinarily weak. Overall, it's just really freaking weak. The whole market just looks really weak. Like, it didn't move at all overnight. Not one little bounce. I'm not calling any of that a bounce. I don't care what you say. It's not a bounce. It's this market, crypto market's pretty destroyed. Nice, JJ Morris. Yeah, I have not held my shorts near as long as I should. I run into that problem quite often. So stopping right at that trend line so far, maybe you can base up here, but maybe getting in prematurely. No, I don't know if I'd buy Tesla up here. There's no major base to buy off of RP, and is well extended from any potential good entry point. So it's really difficult to say to buy Tesla up here. I'm not buying Tesla. There's, like I said, there's no major chart pattern to get in off of on this one. Looks like here down 3% today. Let's take a look at my general watch list of stocks that I like. So we got Twilio doing pretty good here. Nice inside bar so far. FIVN, very similar thing. TTMI, not doing too bad there. Team is coming back in a little bit more. PKG at these lows, still living at lows. Oh, team is popping around again. Generac popping out. This I do really like this bull flag in Generac. Good earnings. Just coming out of this larger consolidation area. And of course, Coors is selling off. That's what happens when I anticipate. Generac, though, coming out of a potential buy range. This is another double bottom pattern. So there's your breakout point. So this is still definitely buyable right here. But over this high, it's not going to be buyable anymore. So man, I've got a lot of options. I've got a lot. How many positions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 positions in 9 different stocks. So, yeek. That's a lot. Regeneron pausing at that $70 level. Looks like I should have waited a little bit longer. Yeah, what is Twitter doing? Yep, definitely looking like a little bear flag. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. What's CYBR doing up here? CYBR. It's these ones without these patterns that have been working really well. You got 25% in DDD with no pattern. ENDP just rocketing higher and continuing. We noticed it opening at 14, gapping up higher from this. It's called a frozen rope. It's not really a pattern. It's just kind of a thing. SFTBY. Ah. Oh, I think it looks fantastic. Wow. Yeah, this looks excellent. Yep, looks like it broke out on earnings, which it doesn't show here. And kind of off to the races. So it's up 7% so far. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks really good. On the weekly, it's gorgeous. So you can see a gap up here. Okay, so it's pretty gappy. So here's your breakout day right there, just a few days ago, as a matter of fact, right there. On the earnings, big volume. I'm not majorly concerned as of yet on this pullback. I'm not really concerning myself too much with that. It's pretty much in highs, so let it live in highs for a little bit. There's quite a bit of gap it can try to back and fill here, but looks like it's an ADR or something. You're not getting a lot of there's lots of little gaps. That's usually indicative of something that trades in another market overseas. Yeah, SoftBank. That's right, SoftBank. And on IBD, it looks atrocious. T-Mobile cuts prices as it readies its case for buying Sprint. Well, that'll make SoftBank a crap ton of money if they buy Sprint. Sprint was one of SoftBank's biggest purchases, if I remember correctly. They're going to double or triple their investment probably in like 5 years. That's really good. And we got cores curling back up, which is nice. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, SoftBank looking really good there. Prefer Hardbank? Yeah, well, you know you like it hard, Eli. Boot still going. Told you guys I like Boot. Boot volume already. Look at the volume signature. Already over average volume. It's gonna be a great day for Boot. Great day for Boot. I almost want to just buy the stock Boot. Almost. Love flat bottoms, Eli. Flat bottoms are my favorite thing. And pausing is $70 again, cores. Come on, get your act together. But pretty good volume up here so far. I don't like the fact it hasn't broken $70 and the volume has remained high. That's not a huge fan of that, but it hasn't broken down, so you have to give it the benefit of the doubt. Look, maybe they're eating up some sell orders. That's the best case scenario here for this new position. And my trading platform is garbage. Or I should say my broker is garbage. Need to get out of this place, get to a new one. I've just closed another 5-minute bar. All right, so is that about it? Let's go to markets past 15 minutes past the open. Let's check out FinViz. So ABIL, which is one that we looked at. I don't care. Finviz has so many ads on it. We noticed ABIL opened up at $4 and changes at $5.51 now. For those of you day traders, SEIN. That's it. That's wow. That was nice. Missed that one. MIDD. Let me just pull this into the screen view so you guys aren't watching a blank screen. So Finviz is really cool. Eli, we're going to build Finviz. We got ABIL here. I love how these charts pop up when you just go over them. 3D Systems, we know about that one. SIEN, very nice here. MIDD. There's the one with the frozen rope we caught. Pretty much most of these. Card Gurus, we don't know about that one, but there's nothing buyable there. DXPE, we saw that one. Then you get down into ones that have unusual volume and weird stuff. So let's just go to top gainers so far today. See if there's anything buyable here. I don't know. I basically have my own freaking mutual fund at this point. So match looking pretty good. And here's that. That's actually, it's not a double bottom. Shoot. I noticed the symmetrical triangle here. It broke above that, but it didn't. It's not a double bottom. Technically, it would be a cup with handle, which means it's still going to base for a few more weeks to a couple of months. I do like SIEN, however. I do like this one. Breaking out of this, it's almost a flat base right here, and then rallying is pretty healthy. CSTE out of a very long base. Caesar Stone, okay. Gotcha, love Caesar Stone. You saw ENDP. There's Boot. Man, look at that Boot. First stage base, second stage base. This is a classic. This is classic, guys. This is it's 648 million market cap. I don't know. This could be $100 stock in a couple of years. Who knows? If the market remains good, this could be very, very healthy. EPS this year 50%. Past 5 years 98%. EPS quarter over quarter 150%. Very good numbers in Boot. Or CyberArk. We were looking at CyberArk. Go away, you stupid ads. Man, they peppered ads everywhere on this platform. See? LRN. Sup? What up, Sup? That's nice. Oh, I wish we would have caught that one. EPS next year. EPS quarter over quarter. Sales are up 120%. Right there. That can make you money. That right there will make you money. All right, what's going on with Sup? It's probably way way out of a range to do anything. But you got basically 24. Yeah, it's already gone past anything of a semblance of value. So is INSG. I do like that though, but I'm not probably going to put too much into a $100 million market cap business. Why do some of these big market cap companies not pay dividends, such as Amazon or Alibaba? Because dividends are a really bad way to spend money if you're a business. If you're a growing business, why would you give money back? If you're a growing business, you should be investing in the business. That's why Berkshire Hathaway, doesn't pay a dividend, because they should be investing back into the business. Ooh. See the cup with handle? Boom. Beautiful. Freaking missed that one. There's sup again. X1. Also a 3D printing company. $76 EPS next year. Sales are only 9%. That's not very good. Ooh, this is nice. $13 to $18. A nice base here. Volume, motion volume was a little heavier. It's not very heavy. We got 19, so that would give you $4. So that'd be $23. That's not bad, but your break-even's 20. Let's go check that out. PRMW. Oh, cores broke over 70. Oh, this is a recent ICO. This one's breaking out into all-time highs here. Stupid. Meant to hit weekly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flat base. Love it. I love it. That's so good. Let's open up this weekly, do a little more exploration. Open up IBD. PRMW. 90% composite rating. Sales are okay. Margin, ROE are garbage. That's why the volume's not very exciting. Volume's pretty good here on the weekly, though. So I just wonder if this thing could get going. It's it's not that great. Look at that good volume taking us over the $70 level for cores. And look at your daily volume here. So that's weekly volume. Let's go back to daily. Okay, we broke it. That's the level, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, just maintain 70 and we're good to go. Look at the volume today so far. Only a half hour into the trading day. Already above, or not above, already at 2 million shares. So very healthy action today, taking us up higher. Strat, yeah, why don't you go ahead and throw your stocks up here and I'll pull up TradingView. So no news articles on IBD. APS change current year 71%. A little bit of a thinly traded stock too. Oh, that's weekly. I got daily right here. It doesn't look thin here. They have it at 355 average volume. I have it at 1.1 million. There's a big difference there. So yeah, nothing super flying. The only thing really flies out at me today was Boot. Boot's really the only thing that is really just flying out at me as a beautiful, beautiful setup. Looks like it's pulling back here a little bit. So we'll see if that can maintain. Neck fizz. So here's reaction to earnings and a little bit of a nothing too bad. Oh, this thing was up pretty high back in the day. No volume though. Look at the volume here. Pretty. All right, guys, that may be about it. Shriver, you want to give me your Indian stocks you wanted to check out, and I'll feel free to look at those for you. Okay, trading view. Here we go. So let's get to your Nifty 50. Some Axis. I don't know what Sun Pharma is. If you want to give me some symbols there, Shriver. I kind of have to, I got to go in a bit here and get my kids ready for school, so I don't have a whole lot of time. I do like this. This is nice. Can I buy this? Wow. Look at that freaking thing. It's not ready to go yet. Don't anticipate this, but this is a beautiful, very beautiful pennant. So I wouldn't anticipate on this, but I would definitely wait for this to start to break out. Like even up here, you know, 1, 2 tests, 3 tests. This is really riding this range. So you're going to have to kind of play with this one. If this thing starts to consolidate towards the high, kind of similar to like it did here. See the failed cup with handle there? This one failed, but that's where you want to take your positions, right when it starts to break out. Right when the trend change occurs. HCL Tech. No, this is basically a failed breakout attempt from here. And no, I got a few minutes. I just can't. I'm not going to go searching for symbols. Oh, so you're thinking maybe this is a cup with a handle. So here's a really big cup. So there's your handle. Failed breakout right here. And then it subsequently rolling over. It needs to get over the 1040 level really to get moving again. If it can start maintaining and there's a trend line here, obviously. So it needs to maintain over this 1040 level before it gets going again. Oh, it's called Sun Pharma. That's a heck of a name. I didn't know it could do that. in the US, it's like a maximum of 5. I think it's 5 is the max you can have. Yeah, here's TCEHY is 1. Sorry about that, Stratra. God, I was dreaming about freaking patterns in my sleep. I'm like, this has to stop. This has to stop. Can't be dreaming about fucking charts. My mind will over-assimilate information and make stupid decisions. Yeah, a bit of a double bottom situation here. That's not a major buyable pattern though, but a buy over 600 would be a potential breakout. Come, man, what is going on with freaking TradingView? I'm gonna have to Google this. But yeah, I think that may not be too bad. It could get choppy though when you don't have very, very well defined chart patterns, which this one kind of looks like a double bottom, but it's not technically a double bottom. You have the middle higher than the left high, which is technically not correct. But you still have a consolidation level here, or I'm sorry, a resistance level at about $600. So you can probably try to take it over that, but you may have a choppy road. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for joining me today. See you guys here tomorrow. Have a good one.